Evening everybody, hope you're all okay. If you haven't been in one of the online classes since the weekend, Merry early Christmas. If you'd like to join me down on the mat, we'll make a start. Extend your arms out to the sides. Bring the soles of the feet up towards your buttocks, with your knees and your ankles together. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the left. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the right. And inhale back to the centre. Take the right leg flat to the mat. Bring the left foot up. Bend the knee. And hug your knee into your chest. And then extend your foot up towards the ceiling. Push the heel up. Pull the toes back. Straighten the leg as much as you can. And keeping the toes pulled back, gently pull back on the leg. Remember, if you need to straighten the leg as the stretch comes on, just tense the front of the thigh. Take hold of the ball of the foot and straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. And allow the knee to bend. Let go of the foot and extend the left leg flat to the mat. Bring the right foot up. Take hold of the knee and hug it into your chest. Extend the foot up towards the ceiling. Push the heel up. Pull the toes back. And then keeping the tension on that leg. Remember, clench the front of the thigh and pull back on the right leg. And ease the tension off. Take hold of the ball of the foot and straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. And then allow the knee to bend. Bring the foot down. Bring both feet up and take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And turn both feet up towards the ceiling. Pull down so you're pushing the knees down towards the ground. And then nice and gently start to straighten the legs out. Just taking them as straight as you can. It doesn't matter if they don't get all the way out. And bring both feet in. Bring the soles of the feet together. And take them down to the mat. And turn on to your side. And then push yourself up onto your hands and knees. As you breathe in, sink your belly down, raise your chin up, come into cow. And as you breathe out, arch the back, and bring the chin in cat. And breathe into cow. And breathe out to cat. And breathe in. And breathe out. And relax your back down so your back's straight, and then take your weight back onto your heels and stretch forward with your hands. I'm going to bring the chest forward, but as you do, arch the back and keep the chin in. And as your chest comes over your hands, sink your belly down. Raise your chin up. And then keeping the belly down, keeping the chin up, take your weight back to your heels. And then relax the neck down. Come forward, arching the back. As soon as you start to move, arch your back, keep your chin in. And then sink the belly down. Raise the chin up. And sit back. And let your neck relax. Now bring your chest forward. And sink your hips down, come into cobra. And take your weight back to your heels. Bring your chest forward. Curl your toes under. Straighten the legs and push the hips up to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Come into forward fold. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Allow your knees to bend so that you can bring the hands flat to the mat. And then keeping your chest close into your thighs, start to straighten the legs. Only straighten as much as you can, keeping your chest to your thigh. If your chest starts to come away from the thigh, just hold it there. And bend the knees again. And bring your hands, just place them underneath the balls of your feet. And then again, straighten the legs as much as you can. If you find that you can straighten the legs without bringing the chest away from the thighs, then use that grip underneath your feet to gently pull your head down towards the ground. And bend the knees again. Bring your hands from underneath your feet. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. And step back across your mat so you're coming to face the long side of your mat. Toes pointing forward. And turn your left foot out. Bend the left knee. Bringing your knee over the top of your ankle. And turn your chest and your shoulders to face down the mat. Raise your hands up to warrior one. And straighten the left leg. Take an inhale here. And exhale, fold forward. The hamstrings should be nice and stretched now, so if you feel you can take the hands to point backwards and bring your chest in towards your thigh. And then allow your knee to bend. Raise the hands up. So we're coming back to warrior one. I've just lost my microphone.
Oh God, the trials of a performer.
I know. And then rotate round to the long side of the mat and lower your hands down. Coming to warrior two, looking out over the left hand. And straighten the left leg. Bring the toes to point forward. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. And inhale, come up. And exhale, lower your arms down. Turn your right foot out. And bend your right knee. Chest and hips coming to look down the mat. And raise your hands up to warrior one. straighten the right leg. Take an inhale and exhale, fold forward. Again, if you feel you can bring the hands so the fingers are pointing backwards. Allow your right knee to bend. Raise the hands up. Coming back to warrior one. And rotate round to the long side of the mat. Lower your arms down into warrior two, looking out over the right hand. And straighten your right leg. Bring the toes to point forward. Take an inhale. Raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Toe and heel your feet in together. And then come back to the front of the mat. Take half a step back on your right foot, keeping the toes pointing forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward to pyramid. Bring the weight forward over the left foot. Raise the right leg up. And lower down. As you lower down, take the foot back, coming onto the heel. Raise your hands up and bring them all the way over, back to warrior two. And just sink your weight down into that left knee. If you need to widen your stance a little bit, then widen your stance. I'm going to bring the palms to face forward and keep that left knee bent, but just as you would when we're going to triangle, lower the left hand down, bring the right hand up. If you can, bring that left hand right underneath the back of the calf. Raise back up. Bring your hands to point forward and come on to the ball of the foot. Raise your hands up to what should now be a really deep high lunge. And lower your hands down to the mat. And step up to forward fold. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take a step back on the left foot this time. Sorry, half a step back on the left foot. Toes still forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Bring the weight forward over your right foot. Raise the left leg up. Keeping your chest close into your thigh. And lower the leg down. Stepping back, coming onto the heel. And raise your hands up. And all the way over. Back to warrior two. Go for that nice deep, long stretch in the stance again here. And then keeping the hips low, bring your palms to point forward. Lower your right hand down, raising the left hand up. Really reach underneath your body with the right hand. And raise your hands back up. Bring them to point forward. And come on to the ball of the foot. Raise your hands up. Back to that deep high lunge. And then take the hands back down to the mat. Step back with your right foot and push up to downward facing dog. And bring your chest forward to plank. And slowly lower down to the mat. Feet onto the insteps. And push up to cobra. And back to the balls of the feet. And push back to downward facing dog. Forward to plank. And if you can this time, bring the feet onto the insteps. And then sink your hips down, keeping the thighs up off the ground. Upward facing dog. Back to the balls of the feet. And up. It's a downward facing dog. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees down to the mat and sit back to your heels. And bring your chest forward and draw your hands in underneath your shoulders. Raise the right hand up. And then lower down. Bring the back of the hand to the mat and thread through. And push up with the left hand. Bring the right hand back to the mat. And raise your right leg up behind. Point the toes, straighten the leg as much as you can. Try and keep the hips straight so you're not leaning over to your left side. And then lower, keeping the leg straight, lower the leg down onto the ball of the foot. And raise your left hand up. And lower back down. Bring your right knee in. Raise the left hand up. And then lower down. Bring the back of the hand to the mat and thread through. And push up with the right hand. Bring the left back to the mat. Raise your left leg out behind. Straighten the leg and point the toes. Again, just check where your hips are so you're not leaning over to the right. And keeping the leg straight, bring the foot down onto the ball of the left foot. And raise the right hand up. And lower the right hand down. Bring the left in. Sit back onto your heels. And bring your hands alongside your body with the palms facing up. Allow your head to rest down. Relax your arms and relax your shoulders. And bring your hands forward underneath your shoulders. Push your body up. And come to seated, facing the long side of your mat. Bring the soles of the feet in together. Take hold of the ends of your toes. And push down with the knees. Bringing your chest up. Raising the chin just slightly. Relax your shoulders down. And relax your shoulders forward. Just allow your feet to come out in front slightly, keeping the soles of the feet together. And take hold of the ends of your toes again. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, fold forward, bringing your head down towards your feet. And raise your body up. Bring the feet back in and come to cross-legged. Take your hands to the sides of your hips. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower the left hand down and reach over with the right. Inhale, raise both arms up. Exhale, lower the right hand down and reach over with the left. Inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. And as you exhale, rotate round to the right, bringing your left hand down. Take your right hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. And as you start to relax that twist, raise both hands up on an inhale. Rotate round to the left. Bring your right hand down onto the knee. Left hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. And as you start to relax, to come forward, raise both hands up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. And take both feet out in front. Feet together with the toes pointing up. And bring your hands back alongside your hips with the fingers pointing forward. Come up onto the sit bones and raise your chest. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower your arms down. And bring your backs down onto the mat. Bring the knees up to the chest and hug your knees in. And then extend your feet up. Take hold of the legs behind the back of the calves, and if you can, walk down towards your ankles. Pointing the toes, straighten the legs. Pull back on both legs. And if you can, raise your shoulders and your head up. Let your head and shoulders come down. Allow the knees to bend. So your hands come down the back of your calves. Take the soles of the feet down to the mat. And extend your arms out to the sides. Cross your right leg over the top of the left. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower the knees to the right. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the left. Inhale to the centre. Take the right foot to the mat. And cross the left leg over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale to the centre. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Take the left foot, place it at the side of the right. And relax the knees out to the sides. And then extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart. Relax the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms to a comfortable position, whether that's still stretched out wide or closer into the sides of your body.